Hello, welcome to The Truth in the News. This is episode number 10, and you're actually with the Real Estate Market Watch here. In this segment, I'm going to talk about an article I saw in the Wall Street Journal on the 2nd of June, and it's titled, "Where is Housing Heading?" And so what this article goes on to say is that by their projections, they think the housing market has basically hit bottom, and all things being equal, we should be bounced around by the bottom, around the bottom for a while here. And they use some statistics to kind of support what they're saying. You know, the big wild card as always is foreclosures and what's going to happen with those. But they've done some, pulled some statistics based on normal sales. That means they pulled out the distressed properties. And then if you look at that across the country, home prices are pretty well flat. And that's kind of like, again, I use aggregate a lot, but it's on the nationwide level. So you pull out the distressed properties, look at the statistics, and home prices are pretty flat. You put the distressed properties back in, they're actually down a little bit across the country. Here's the interesting thing though, in our market here in the East Bay of California, in particular, the cities of Danville and San Ramon, I've combined the sold prices per house and to kind of let you know what's going on. So take a look at this. This is where we're at the last couple of months, and this is in May. So, and this is including not only normal resale homes, but also distressed properties. So in our market here, we seem to be a lot stronger than most markets across the country. The other metric that we look at is number of pending sales. And if you look at what a lot of reports are saying is that the number of under contract properties is down year over year. And this is in our market. I did this in episode 10, but if you look at where we're trending, and this is the May number, we're selling a lot of homes out here, and that's my point. So if you're a seller or a buyer in the East Bay of California, in particular the San Ramon Valley, you really need to pay attention to these statistics and not the over ones. In general, I agree with this article. I think we are going to bounce around near the bottom for a while, in general. And the wild card things that could affect that are interest rates, and if we see a significant downturn in the jobs report. And I mean, what I mean by downturn is that more unemployment. So short of those things and a natural disaster or some kind of a catastrophe, we should be pretty flat for several years, and that's my belief. In this area here, because it's such a desirable area to live, we will see prices kind of bouncing around a little bit. We'll have a month like I just showed you where we kind of ratcheted up a little bit, and then we may have a month we go down a little bit more, but in general it's going to be pretty flat. If the bank gets more efficient at processing foreclosures, we'll see more of those hit the market, and that actually will affect prices negatively for sellers. It'll just put more downward pressure on prices. I don't know how likely that is. They are getting better and better at processing foreclosures, but you know, there's a lot back there that are backed up, so that's going to take a while to work through. So in general, I do believe that we're kind of at the bottom, or we've hit the bottom. I think there's a little bit of room that we could go down or up over the next several years, but we're pretty flat. What I recommend to people now is that because the number of foreclosures on the market is low comparatively speaking, if you're going to sell, it's probably a good time to do that. You really don't want to be competing with a lot of foreclosed and distressed properties like short sales. So if you're considering selling, it's a pretty good time to do it. As I showed you in the statistics, there's a lot of buyers out there looking to buy homes right now. And so from a buyer's perspective, because interest rates are so low, I don't know, we've had a better time since 1970. So that being said, I think we're in good shape. This area is very strong, and continue to check back here often, because I'm going to give you the real data about our area, and it should give you the information you need to make great decisions. When you're ready to make a move, either by selling or buying, feel free to contact us on the Contact Us button, and we can help you do that as well. So with that, have a great day, and we're here to help you realize your real estate goals and dreams. Bye.